shooting, and law enforcement is investigating. A Bakersfield man has regrettably found himself thrust into the spotlight as an expert analyst on movie firearms, also known as prop guns. Larry Zanoff wasn't working on the Alec Baldwin film Rust, but he knows enough about the use of guns and Western genre movies to enlighten those of us who might wonder how on earth a tragedy like this could have happened. He talked with 17's Robert Price.
The death of film cinematographer Helena Hutchins has brought to the fore a little known and little discussed job on film sets, that of the armorer, the person who handles the guns. Curiosity and speculation about that job has a Bakersfield man's phone ringing off the hook. Larry Zanoff has a pretty good idea of what must be going through the minds of movie professionals still trying to process the film set tragedy in New Mexico. He works as a movie armorer, the guy who procures, inspects, handles, and sometimes hands off prop guns on film sets.
For example, we might have a rubber gun, a replica gun, and then a real version of the gun that we utilize for firing blanks. And we interchange those different props depending upon the scene that is required in the particular film. Of course, firearms are a controlled item, and we maintain what's called dominion and control over these firearms at all times. They're either in a locked box or they're in our hands or the actor's hands. Those are the only possibilities for that firearm.
Zanoff is the assistant manager at Independent Studio Services, a rental armory, which supplies prop guns and a multitude of other movie props to the film industry. ISS props have turned up in everything from the smallest commercials to major motion pictures like Django Unchained and the Marvel superhero franchise, as well as TV shows like CSI.
This is so incredible.
And NCIS.
When you see certain scenes in film or television and you see gunfire going off, a good professional armorer is literally right outside a frame. It's like if you move the camera 6 inches, you'd see them standing right there next to the actor, maintaining control and safety over the firearms, the actors, the crew themselves, so that there are no mishaps.
Zanoff, who developed much of his expertise with firearms decades ago as a soldier in the Israeli army, says it's almost inconceivable that a gun containing a live round could have found its way onto the set of the Alec Baldwin Western.
Is there any reason to have live cartridges on a television film set? The answer is no. Our own industry guidelines, safety bulletin number 1, clearly states that there is no reason to ever have live ammunition on set.
Zanoff says he has never had an oversight even remotely like what occurred on the set of Rust, and he won't speculate on how a hot gun with a live round might have gotten into an actor's hands, or who might have been to blame. He says let the investigators do their jobs. But he notes the fact that this tragedy is almost without precedent, and that underscores just how meticulous film industry professionals are when it comes to gun and prop gun safety.
It's extremely rare to have mishaps like this. The industry is full of some very dedicated professionals that as long as you hire the right people and they're filling the right positions and everything, this kind of thing very rarely happens, if at all.
Might this tragedy on the set of the film Rust change the way guns are handled on film sets? Zanoff says he doesn't think so, but he does hope all of this new attention on the job of film armorer will bring intense focus on the need for strict adherence to gun safety protocols in the industry. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.
And while we're all busy celebrating Halloween, COVID-19 continues to spread in Kern County. But experts say we're in a much better position right now than last year as far as Halloween is concerned. Still, there are